In this module, we're going to talk about content management systems, more commonly referred to as CMS. The number one benefit to using a content management system is you don't have to know how to HTML code just to get pages live on the web. This allows non-techie type people to actually publish a website. So what is a content management system? When it comes to managing your content, there's a lot of CMS options to choose from. Some of the largest players in the industry are Joomla, WordPress, and Drupal. WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, and NicheBuilder are all site builders as well as content management systems. Site builders focus on getting your site built, optimized along the way, and ready for your visitors. Here at NicheBuilder, we've engineered our system to work in conjunction with WordPress. How come? Well, that's a good question. Even though NicheBuilder HTML sites are fully capable of running the most robust code, there are items such as blogging that WordPress handles better and more efficiently. If you're using your site as a traditional blog and featuring an RSS feed to generate your content, then using a major CMS service such as WordPress is the way to go. Using a CMS will ensure that your primary on-site SEO factors are in place. WordPress, by far, is the most implemented content management system. Most feel WordPress's popularity stems from the amount of plugins and themes that are available for it. Others feel that it has grown the way it has due to its open source or free point of entry. So what exactly is WordPress? WordPress is a web-based system that assists you in adding your articles, blog posts, pictures, and anything else you want to publish on the internet. It helps you build a site without any knowledge of advanced HTML. The result is a site that is organized and structured in a way that will be recognized and ranked by the major search engines such as Google and Yahoo. The software is open source, meaning the code is available to the public for free to add on to or make changes to. WordPress pages are dynamically generated, which means they generate each time someone visits the page, not always present like static HTML pages. WordPress plugins are software utilities that provide additional functionality above and beyond the standard WordPress installation. Plugins can be used to perform specific functions, talk with external websites, track website usage, manage files, enable video players, and just about anything you can really imagine. As some new task comes out, such as Google Plus or child themes, someone's got a plugin right away that's able to do it. A partial list of available plugins can be found at http://wordpress.org/plugins. At the time of this writing, they are listing 25,198 plugins. However, many plugin authors primarily list their plugins for sale and download directly from their websites. WordPress themes are graphical overlays that change the look and feel of your website. In addition to the custom graphic design, oftentimes you're going to find plugins embedded within a theme that allow for additional functionality. The graphical design of most themes is controlled by what's called CSS. That's also known as the cascading style sheet, but you're mostly going to hear it referred to as CSS. Different themes are going to give you varying levels of access and control over the CSS colors, fonts, and other features through drop-down sliders and input boxes. So why would you want to use a site builder inside of your business? Well, the majority of would-be internet marketers fail due to the lack of programming skills. Imagine if you wanted to become a real estate investor, but first you had to learn how to build a house. Or what if in order to invest in stocks, you first had to take a company public? There probably wouldn't be that many investors. When building your niche builder-based business, using a site builder is going to severely reduce the amount of work you need to do manually. The niche builder model uses the niche builder software as a strategic system for keyword research, domain research and registration, authoring and publicizing unique content, building sales pages, blogs, and lead generation websites. You're going to need a site builder to automate and systemize as much of this as possible. NicheBuilder was created specifically to fill in the gaps where WordPress and other CMS systems left off. You're going to see below the benefits of using NicheBuilder to build your sites. So let's compare WordPress and NicheBuilder. We all use content management systems due to the popular belief that Google loves WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal sites. But has anyone ever stopped to ask just why? Google and other search engines love WordPress because the WordPress software forces you to put everything in the right place. If I were a novice writing similar code in Dreamweaver, I might put the H1 and H2 tags in the wrong place or just leave them out entirely. When the Google spiders come to take a look at my site, they're not going to see the things that they need to. Therefore, they're going to rank me lower or possibly not at all. With a CMS or site builder, your site is set up with the page title, meta page description, H1 heading, and keywords all in the right place. If you were to do an audit of all the pages on the internet, I think you'd probably find that more than 50% of the websites have these either set up incorrectly or not there at all. WordPress displays dynamic content like your latest posts or user comments. It does this by generating your pages each time a visitor reaches your domain. Because it's open source, a multitude of programmers have designed plenty of extras for WordPress. There are endless plugins, themes, and add-ons available for WordPress. WordPress is a great option for those just getting started online. You might want to build a WordPress site, even if you're going to use NicheBuilder, just so you can see how it works. So now let's talk about when CMS isn't so great. On the flip side, one of the biggest drawbacks to using WordPress is the fact that they are the largest CMS in the industry. This makes them prime targets for attack. Hackers are creating and using injection worms and other WordPress-specific viruses. The reason being is the hackers know that they can do the most damage by attacking WordPress. If they can compromise just one site, then they can compromise pretty much all of them. This is extremely risky for WordPress sites as they are almost all built on the same version code. If a hacker deciphers access to one site, they now have access to all WordPress sites, including yours. This creates a problem as you implement the NicheBuilder model because one attack on your WordPress install could wipe out your entire business. At NicheBuilder, we've gone the extra step of making and maintaining 3 separate backups of your WordPress site. We have already been through a few WordPress hack attacks. Trust me, when it happens, it's pretty ugly. But when you get your site back intact, you'll be extremely happy that you've chosen to host with us. If you're going to build one website, setting up and configuring WordPress is okay. But when you're trying to build multiple sites, WordPress can be fairly frustrating. The average time to set up a website on WordPress with articles, affiliate banners, graphics, and AdSense is well over an hour. That doesn't take into consideration the time to do the external research beforehand and the search engine optimization afterwards. To get a site implemented correctly, this is probably going to take you several days. The next thing to look at is selling your website using WordPress. When you do that, it's a much bigger process than selling just a standard HTML site. That's because WordPress is database driven. If you want to sell or move your WordPress blog, you're going to have to back up the files, zip up the database, and assist the new owner with the install to their hosting environment. Luckily for you, the team here at NicheBuilder have simplified all of this into one easy step. All you have to do is open up the Settings tab from inside the editor and click the Export button. NicheBuilder websites can be zipped up, downloaded, and sold by clicking a few buttons. When trying to understand what the differences between NicheBuilder and WordPress are, the most important thing is to realize that WordPress is hosted inside of NicheBuilder. This was a decision that we debated on for a long time, and the previous version, Niche Traffic Builder, did not include WordPress. We continued to find, though, that most of our users did need at least a WordPress blog as part of their business model. So as the old saying goes, if you can't beat them, we joined them. NicheBuilder provides keyword research, domain registration, creating content, and building HTML websites, along with building WordPress sites and search engine optimization. A lack of organization can wipe out an internet marketing business before it ever gets cranking. By using NicheBuilder to control and manage your WordPress websites, you're going to be able to see them and edit them from a centralized control panel. The problem with WordPress is that each site needs to be created, configured, and set up individually. Through the use of a child theme, you can make all of the changes to one particular site and then export that child theme to be used on another WordPress site. Here's a link to a child theme solution I've used in the past. http://wordpress.org/1-click-child-theme/. This also protects you from upgrades to your particular theme. Each time you upgrade your theme, you're going to lose any changes that you made directly to the theme files, such as the CSS, the header, or the footer, or any of the other ones. By having a child theme in place, any updates to your parent theme will not wipe out your customizations. Let's look at it this way. When WordPress does a version upgrade, it's possible the new version will break your well-oiled money machine. And unless you're a programmer, you're never going to get your business up and running again. One might argue, well, what if I just don't upgrade? Unfortunately, that's the catch. Most upgrades plug security holes unearthed by super hackers. If you don't upgrade, you run a separate risk of being infected, spammed, or being delisted from Google altogether. The NicheBuilder software was designed from the ground up to implement the combined teachings and business models of the world's leading internet marketers. Having a child theme in place will help you implement these models without any risk to your website. WordPress sites can be created very easily on NicheBuilder. All you have to do is select one of the WordPress options when adding a new website. From there, the normal process that would normally take you several hours to figure out and configure on your external hosting account is all taken care of for you in about 90 seconds. We've created a how-to video for you to see exactly how to create a new WordPress website within your NicheBuilder account. You can find that video in the how-to video section here on this website. That's it for this video. Hope it was helpful.